Boys. Alright. That was a volume check. Mike in the corner again. Crappy Mike, I love it. Big, big, big. Big wins, big money. Okay, we're gonna work some more on the server because I've been doing a lot of work. Let me turn that off. We're gonna work some more on the server because I've been doing a lot of work on other things and I've been kind of getting tired of those other things, namely the Atom Structure Saber. So I want to kind of, get back into doing something else. Just to break it up, change it up a little bit. Let me get all set up here for a sec. Welcome to whoever has already made it in here. I don't know who's here, who isn't. Okay, so I'm going to post something in the Discord. Here we go. Not everybody has YouTube notifications on, and I don't really know how the live stream system works because I set it to public before I go live. So I don't know if it just appears as a new video or if people actually get notifications. I don't really know how that works. So let me hop over back to the live stream and answer some questions in the chat. What's up, Benny? Benny? You want to join me, Benny? Anyways, so we have What's Up Creator and Big Boss and Jewel. Okay, so we have some actual infection here. Zimbabwe. So when he hits me, I get infected and my hearts turn green. It's kind of like weird green color. And if I... Oh my goodness, there's too many zombies. If I give it enough time, I'll eventually start to have some adverse effects. But it's not bad. So the thing is, like, getting infected, it doesn't really hurt you much. Like, it's only going to be green here, and you'll see kind of what happens. Let me... Oh, so if I get hit, it will also speed it up, my timer. But yeah, you can hear a little sound effect possibly in the game. I don't know how loud the game is in proportion to my voice. I could be overpowering it. But there's a little heartbeat sound effect. And you can see the screen just barely flashing. I didn't want to make it too powerful. I didn't want to like make people be like, I can't tell what's going on. I didn't want the flashing to hurt people's eyes. Oh, thank you. Can it be on an island? Yeah, Benny. Nice. Okay, so yeah, so your screen turns kind of green. And the longer you go, the darker your screen gets. So you might have noticed the tint got a little bit worse, but it's kind of hard to tell. It's very slight, and it's over a long period of time. You have a couple of minutes, really. I have like 20 baby zombies following me. Okay. I need to let them hit me, but okay, well, I died. Well, if you die, I also need to make it so the infection clears if you die. But let's pretend I died, so now my infection's gone. Or I cleared the infection. You could see kind of the animation from the title. How did I make the tint? I used custom Unicode on the title command. So now let's go to where I died, because that's really what I wanted to show you. So if you go back to where I died... Where did I die? I don't even know where I died. Where did I die? I died somewhere around here. Right? Or did I go back this way? I don't know. Okay, so I died. It's supposed to spawn a custom enemy, but it didn't work there. So, let me see where I died. Oh, I think you have to die from the infection. If you die from a zombie hitting you, it doesn't do it, but it should also do it if you die from a zombie hitting you. I haven't coded what happens when a player dies naturally, so that's the problem. How did you make the custom texture for the hearts? Jewel asks. I use the action bar. I use the action bar. So you title action bar and then you use texture to overlay it. I think I've made a video before covering how to do that, actually. I might have. Oh, I did. I made a video before titled like custom mana bar. The same applies, just shifted to the left using negative spaces. Okay, so there's a few things we need here. We definitely need we need uh let's see. Let me change this to data merge entity. Oh, do I have my, let me check if I have my, oh, I don't have it pulled up. Sublime window? There we go. Yeah, my transparent sublime window. Cool. Let's go. Oh, I might have closed the sublime window. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. We go armor items. And there we go. Data merge entity. And I think it's is baby. I think so. Okay. So I shouldn't see baby zombies anymore. I don't want those. That would be... baby zombies are not fair. They're too fast. I guess in certain areas we'll have baby zombies possibility, but... Okay. Actually, I can show you what happens. Let me go into adventure mode. Show you what happens if my infection gets to like, there we go. If it like gets to 0. Then when I die, I don't have it anymore. And you can see that it spawned me. A zombie of me. So it just has my head on a zombie. And I'm also going to make the zombie get one of your items randomly, or some of your items randomly. And you have to go pick it up by killing them. So there will be that. Or somebody else could kill it and steal your items. It is what it is. Or it could despawn, I guess. That's also a possibility, I think. What's up, Mateo? Okay. So, what did I want to do today? So, let me get out the plans. So, we got the health implemented. Oh, I need to do the how to cure your infection. Are there particles when the zombie kind of your spawns? I mean, there could be particles if I wanted, but I'm not really adding much fancy details in unless it makes sense. So, like, I'm kind of leaving out some of the details. For now, I'm just going with the mechanics. So I need the mechanic of when you spawn inside these things. And when you click the button, you fall down and you get infected. I guess I could put some... I either wanted to put a zombie down here that, like, always hits you. But I guess I could also put some spikes or something. I don't know. I feel like the zombies here might be a little bit annoying to have. So maybe some kind of spikes. I don't know exactly what I want to do. If there were spikes, what item would it be? Crystals. Maybe. What do crystals look like on the ground? If I made them bloody. Could do that. Screw it, I'll just put a zombie there. Or... I could have like a special... I could have like a special 3D model zombie. That's like one that has legs chopped off, I don't know. But I'll just do a regular zombie that kind of gets hooked up here. Alright, so... Oh, also the sublime... Let me see what the sublime looks like. Looks okay. This is unimportant. Dripstone has spikes. Oh, yeah. That's true. Where did drip at? What? Oh, that's a big spike. I guess I can put, like, blood on the tip? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about putting a spike that you fall on versus like an actual zombie biting you. I would rather have a zombie actually bite you. What's up, Benny?
Yo, what up?
Okay. I need to
What?
balance volume levels because yours is lower than the mine. Hold on.
I'm listening to the stream. I'll tell you if it's good.
I think that's good.
I'll hear it like in 30 seconds.
Yeah, yours is at least close. Yeah, so I need to put some zombies that bite you as soon as you fall.
Mm.
They do be biting.
Stalactites will work.
No, I don't want to put spikes because I want to make it clear that they're making you get infected, you know?
Oh, the audio is good. Alright, cool. Just carry it. You could put a zombie. You could do. Also, idea. Instead of baby zombies, make the baby zombies invisible. Give them slowness, and put the what's it called? And make a model for like a crawling zombie.
Yeah, we could put a model and make them invisible. The problem is with they turn their head to look upwards, it messes with the model, unless you have a second entity that you TP to it, which is less efficient.
Yeah, but
Oh
like,
wait, no, you
you
can
can
put
just
the model in their hand, right?
yes. And they don't move their hands unless they attack you, and they actually do like a little claw thing.
Uh, do they do that?
I think they lift their hands a little bit when they attack you.
Oh,
Don't quote me on that.
yeah, I think you're right. Let
I
me.
can quickly make a stupid model very quickly, and we can test it out. Let me make something. Oh, why is what the hell?
I was just gonna have them tied with a lead.
That could be a thing, but it'd be funny. Let me make this one.
Yeah, they do move their hands around a little bit sometimes.
It could be good. Let's see how it looks. Maybe if I can make.
The problem
What's
is you can't. Oh, I'm infected. The problem is you can't have a custom model that doesn't move, which sucks.
Just be like that.
All right, so let's summon a zombie that has a lead. I'll do the lead for now. Attacks check. Invulnerable true.
Making something very quickly.
That's good.
That looks good.
Do new marker entities have smooth teleportation like armor stands? Armor stands don't have smooth teleportation. It's gonna have a dodge? No, I don't know how I would do a dodge system practically.
Yo, TZ ready?
No,
Quick time events.
those don't work in multiplayer MMO.
Oh, I know. But it'd be funny. Every time something attacks you, it just says in chat, press B quickly.
You can't. You can only put the model in the hand slot and the head slot. Those are the only places the model gets displayed.
Alright, here we go. I made something quick.
Okay.
Uh,
So. Pitch. Okay. Let me make its movement speed. I'm just creating an MC stacker. Zombie. Let's give it.
message.
Uh,
Here's your quick. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. No, that's right. Oh, stupid. I can't even just drag and drop. Oh, no, you can just download.
all right. Let's go. Event intro. Then make a new file here that says. Oh wait, no. I don't want to do event. Let's make a new folder called story. just to split it up, because events are different things than story. Okay, so now the story intro, and then the intro. I'm gonna have I want to try and make a function. Wait, spawn. Okay, I want to make it so it spawns the zombie and then like dynamically places the leash. That way, like I don't have to hard code the chords.
All right, all right.
Because the way you put a leash on a zombie is you have to put in exactly the XYZ chords of the leash.
That's dumb.
I don't know if I can edit it after it's spawned, though. I think. So let me...
Entity. Ooh, what did I give it the model of the zombie villager? Yeah, I'll do zombie villager, see how that looks.
Okay. Block. If the block is what? If the block is... Hashtag Minecraft wooden fences.
This guy chunky.
Run function, and then we need RPG, story, intro, pet fence. So then we'll just have a couple variations. So you have +1, -1, +1, plus -1, +1. Then you have the in-betweens, so 1, 1, minus, -1, 1, and minus, minus. And then I'll go one level up. So as long as this command is run in the center, it'll find which side where the fence is at. 4, 5, 6, 7. Assuming that it can actually do this. I don't know if it can.
We're about to find out.
Summon, marker, tags, temp. Okay, then you do data modify the IE type equals zombie tag equals init limit equals 1, and we're gonna edit there.
Oh, I just realized
Leash.x. Leash.x. Set from entity IE type equals marker type equals temp limit equals 1. Posit 0. And I really don't care about efficiency in these commands just because they're only going to be run by the moderator when they want to add a new location. So who cares about efficiency? Okay. Oh, and then let's do tag at e renewed function RPG intro, story intro spawn. It worked. There you go. It just works the first time I try it. It spawned the zombie at the fence and gave him a leash on the fence dynamically.
nice. Your command's working first time? Rare.
No, that happens all the time.
Nah.
Alright, so now I can just do this at all the locations and it hooks them up to the right leash properly. Without me having to hard code that crap, because we will make like 20 of these eventually.
But
Right?
of course.
And only one of them can be occupied at any given moment, because you don't want two people in the same cage. Okay, so that set them up. The name of that function's okay. Spawn sacrifice zombie. It's good enough. Okay. So then let's go execute. Oh, let's do some kind of a. I do need a looping command. Oh, I already have something that goes to @a, so let's just deal with that and put it in there somewhere. Player main. Player main. Then we'll have this for the intro story. This guy's special. Execute if entity at e tag equals intro dot zombie. Distance equals dot dot 2. If score at s infection matches 0. Run function RPG story intro slash infect. Okay, so that will do that. But let's go. I don't think this is at. I don't think it's at us. Yeah, at us. And then let's run this on a slower clock though. Actually, so we don't really. We can go it on the 10-tick clock. That's okay. It's probably fast enough.
North.
Okay, so now we have to do intro infection. Okay, so then I just do effect. I'm gonna be lazy. Slash effect give as wither 1 true. I'm just gonna give them the wither effect, and then do the infect function.
Oh, I screwed up somewhere.
Player effects infection infect. Infect or infect me? Infect me is the one that does it 100. Function RPG player effects infection effect. Okay, cool. And then I should also specify that there have to be in, because that might be annoying. So let's go to player main 10t and do what equals it. Sure. I'll add it right here. Wherever I want to add the selector. What is the slash doing? Do you not understand that you can use folders in data packs? The slash just means you're in a folder. If you don't put a slash in the function path, then you're not using folders, which means you're not organizing, which means everything is in the same folder, which is a nightmare. Although I can't really show my folder organization because it would also be not good. Rather just show the Sublime function. Okay, so now it should work. I might get infected while up here. Okay, we're good. Okay. It's because it's based on the origin. Okay, that infected me. Let me get into creative, or maybe just adventure and see if I can get... Let me change this from if to unless your infection score is 1 or greater, and also does this... Oh, I named it infection, the file. Story intro. There we go.
I hate models.
Puddles?
Model.
Oh,
And,
models.
I'm making a crawler zombie, and I'm making a zombie villager. And I have to put in the nose. Wait, let me
Oh no.
let me screenshot this. Oh. Oh, you guys show your viewers this.
Wait,
It's
what is it?
Look in your DMs.
Bruh, you put the zombie villager face on the zombie villager nose.
I had to use. I'm gonna clone it just to make it easier. We're gonna retexture, but
Why are you using the zombie villager one? You should just use the regular one.
nah, zombie villager like in the sense of like the cannibals, whatever, or the cult are using the zombies, their own zombies.
What?
Get it? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you know how like they they sacrifice people.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, like we discussed this. Like they sacrifice people that were doing to you. So this is one of their sacrifices.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm just gonna send you this one. It's gonna be funny. This is an old.
Yeah, so now if you fall out of the spawn tubes, you're instantly infected. Or you get hit by the zombie, which also infects you. Okay, so now I have to set up the spawn locations. Honestly, I want it to be dynamic so I don't have to hardcode it, so I'll use a marker entity, because screw it. We love marker entities.
Oh, dang it, dude! I keep forgetting to make the
Benny?
head model
Oh?
for it. What? I keep forgetting to make the head models for it. All right, this is a baby zombie, right? I gotta make this bigger. Not that big.
Alright, so now we have to... I'm gonna do it on the main 20 tick. Because it's slower, that's okay. And then we already have something working on players here, so we'll do that. Okay. Execute if entity at s tag equals not intro. If you don't have the intro tag and you don't have the
Oh, you're also putting this on the hand. Ooh, I don't know how hand
user
works.
tag, run function RPG player. No, RPG story / intro / start. Or really, if you don't have the user tag, well, no, because people with the intro, yeah, this is gonna be important to specify. Okay.
All right, here we go. Export this one.
Okay.
Open folder.
Okay.
All right. Here you go.
Tag
The head
at
model.
add user. Tag at add intro. Because that's the important thing. If you have the intro tag, you're gonna have to. It'll force you to spawn inside the cage. Okay. So let me add a thing that says respawn. Every time you respawn, it'll try to put you in a new cage. So you could get unlucky and you go to a different zone just because there's people already in it. Because there will be an order, right? So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have, let me put a spawn cage marker. So this will do summon marker tags intro dot marker. I know, intro dot spawn point. Okay, I love markers. Markers are awesome, Benny.
They are awesome. I see you use them all the time.
Well, because I would used to always use area effect clouds that are invisible, and it just looks ugly in your code because you have to add all of the extra stuff that makes them do nothing,
That
and
is
also
true.
last forever. You don't have to add any extra things to your code.
You know where it is cool?
Hmm.
The new light thing.
The new light block isn't that cool to me.
I like it for building. It's a good block.
Yeah, I don't build though.
Oh, that makes sense. I can see it. I can see it behind you.
Oh, okay. So
The
you made it. What does it look like?
no. Anyways, the other thing I like is the new tinted glass.
Oh, yeah, that thing's interesting. It's a way to block light but still see through. Just cool.
Just make every glass in the world just tinted glass. Retexture it to normal glass.
Why?
Which I would do.
Why?
Because then you have the insides that are dark that won't be shined in from the light from outside. It would just appear darker. Anyways, that model thing is just for the zombie. And you know, you don't add it, you can add it.
You add it. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I don't think
I
it's
know,
gonna
it'd be
work.
funny. I
You
don't know how
add
you
it.
add models. I don't know how you add models.
You know how
I
to
just
add
make them.
files. You have resource packs.
I don't actually. I
Okay.
don't know how you work that thing. I just make the models, man. I don't put the thing behind it.
All right. Well, I'll try it later because that's a lot of other stuff to do
Oh
that
yeah.
I can't do on stream. Okay. So then when somebody's respawning, it needs to do execute as at e type equals marker type equals intro.spawn point. Oh, and then when you place one, it needs to add a force load. Just so that that location's force loaded. And then you go to all of them. As if sport at no. No. How can I do this the most verbose? Like the most cleanest. Oh, that's easy. Run, yeah, you just run a function. So run function RPG story slash intro slash respawn each. Just you're respawning each. This is gonna, like, what I'm doing right now in my commands is gonna blow everybody that's watching's minds if they don't get how functions work.
You're already blowing my mind.
Execute store result score hashtag temp math run. I don't know, if entity at a game mode equals adventure distance equals, or no, I'm gonna do dx equals 0, y equals 1, dz equals 0. So it'll get a 1x1 cube, maybe? Okay, we'll do that just for the sake of it and see what happens. So then, yeah, so then execute if score has like temp math matches 0. Run, say, I'll just do set block. So. How do I want to place these? How do I want to place these? I think like that. Do I make plugins, Nelson asks? No, hell no. Alright. Let me do spawn. Let me run. Let me give myself a command block. So that's how it would probably be done. Function. RPG. Story intro. Spawn cage marker. No. Okay. Let me go to spawn cage marker and do set block air. Okay. So then I'd go there and there, there. So then if I say hi at e type equals intro dot spawn point. Okay. So then let me go function RPG story intro respawn. So that will put a block everywhere. But if I'm inside one of these cages, it should not put the stone block inside the cage. Which basically is detecting somebody else that's in the cage, so it won't spawn you there. Oh, it still did. Okay, so now that's where we come into the problem of this, the dx crap that I put in here. Let's just change it to distance equals dot dot. No, I really want the dx. Dx equals. How can we do this? It's right here. Let's go position -1, -1, -1, and then we can do dx equals 2, dy equals 2, dz equals 2. I think we can do that. No?
Oh, heck. How'd I do it last time?
Test failed. Oh, I'm not in adventure mode. But that's okay. I like that better. Okay, so it set all the blocks to stone there, but not to mine. Perfect. So now we have to just teleport the player. So then we have to basically do... Oh, so we can even make this even better. So we can go at them, and we don't even care about those markers. We just want to go to them. And then we can just run TP at S right here. And then we can add, to make it do like the lowest, aka the first applicable one that you clicked, I can just add an extra thing, which is if score hashtag temp1 matches 0. And then I can basically just go this, and I could do players set hashtag temp1 math1, then finally out here, just set temp1 math 0. Okay, so now if I run the respawn, it'll respawn me in the first... Yep, the first cage, because there's nobody there. Obviously, I need to test some of these things with other people. Witch? I just heard a witch. I need to test these things with actual players on. But if I run it while in this cage, it should take me to the second cage I placed it on. Or maybe not, because it teleported me. Let me think about that. Why wouldn't that? I mean, it did take me to the first one. Oh, I'm not in adventure mode, that's why. I keep forgetting. Okay, so yeah, it takes me to the second cage that I placed one down in, and then back to the first. I kind of like how it, like, drops you. I'll leave it like that. See that? That is some command magic, doing it with these two functions just like this. That's it. Only one at eSelector. No custom scoreboards, all fake players. Why do you want DX? Because it makes a square, it makes a cube selection spot, and a cube selection spot is, you know, gonna pick up players more fairly. Like if it was distance, then it's spherical, so there's a chance that maybe the players is not in that sphere if I put it too small, or maybe other players outside jumping up would activate the sphere if it's too big. So it's the cube-based selection box is more accurate, so it just picks this whole structure here. Where's the witch?
There is a witch.
There is a witch, I heard it. There are 3 witches. Son of a witch. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Zombies have buttons on their head so they don't burn.
Is that a thing we can set now?
Huh?
I thought we can set that.
Set what?
Oh, never mind then. Never
No,
mind.
I mean I purposefully made it so zombies don't burn. So I don't think burning zombies makes sense for our lore, our world. I know I can F3N, but F3N is... it's for spectator. I don't really go in spectator mode enough to use F3N. Okay.
Dude, I use
There's
my
also
F3
F3, F4, which switches you, but it switches you between your previous, and it can be annoying to try and figure out, like, what was my previous? It can be sometimes weird to be like, what was the place I was previous? Okay, so that accomplishes our goal of making the initial infection. Now we have to make the, how do you make the antidote? How do you get the antidote? And how do I help people figure out how to make the antidote?
That is a question that we have to ask ourselves.
There are many questions that we need answers to. So how are we going to guide them to make the antidote?
Ugh.
Why aren't I using the sidebar in Sublime? Because I have a folder. I mean, I guess... Wait, let me see how... I don't really... I'm not used to it. I guess I can show open files? Show minimap? No. The sidebar only shows the files I have open, and that's just these. I know that there's a way you can show all of the folders, but I don't know how.
Where the hell is your video? I have your stream pulled up somewhere. There it is. Ooh, I remember. Let me open up my Sublime.
Pretty sure there was a way to show like the folders,
There was.
like a
I showed
folder
you it.
path.
I have it on mine. Yeah, I have it on mine right now. Probably be under... Where is it? Settings.
I think I have to add the folder to the project. I think that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, so you can do it like that. It shows like a weird like star thing. And since I have opacity on, it's gonna be hard for you to see the text anyways, so I don't really see a need for it, but yeah. Okay.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna model a bullfrog.
A bullfrog.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like making an SMG right now.
Oh, a bullfrog gets him. I thought you meant like an actual bullfrog.
I know. That's why I said bullfrog to throw you off.
Okay. Okay, so now I need to do. Of course, that's why you did it. Okay, so when you're a new player, it runs this at you, and then I also need to have a way for when people die to detect stuff. I think I'll just use a death advancement. The Misode site. Advancement criteria. Do they not have one for just player died?
Yeah, there is. Players. No. Oh, player died. No. Player died from thing. Yes.
That's the dumb part. Well, would entity maybe entity kill the player like if you kill yourself, right? I don't know. Right? I don't know.
No.
I'll just use a scoreboard. Either or works. Oh, let me do slash game rule do instant do immediate respawn. That's something that should just be something by default. Do I have the game rules setting here? No. But yeah, you can kind of see that there's all this folder structure going on that is very complicated, but also organized. Okay, so maybe not Death Jason. Jason doesn't get to die today.
Damn. I never like that guy. His movies are pretty bad.
Okay, so player. Okay. So let's go to init. Scoreboard objectives add death. Death counts? Fine. Okay. So then main 20T, I'll just throw it in the main 20T. Like certain things, it's okay if there's a second delay, so that's why I like to run it on a slower tick speed. Execute if score at s death matches 1, run. And we're going to use the classic tube method in the sense that people always respawn in a tube of darkness.
Oh, I love that method. I see it on every server.
I don't.
It just works so. Oh, I see it all the time. It just works so well.
It's been on my RPG servers quite a bit.
Mm.
Granted, the way I did it there was there's a pressure plate in the tube that activates a repeating command block that then teleports you. In this, it's a little different, and the only reason I put it in the tube is because I mean, there's a delay between the respawn, so.
Oh, models. It's been a while.
Okay, so I already force loaded 0, 0, and I set a shulker box to 0, 0, 0. I'm gonna set a sign to 0, 1, 0, and then I'm actually going to put the respawn tube in that location as well. At 0, 2, 0. So I'm force loading those things, so might as well. What, you haven't done models in a while, huh?
It's been a while, man. It's been like a hot minute.
It's been a while since I made models.
Been a hot minute, man. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, wait, let me go. Actually, I can probably just go Phil from negative. Oh, wait. Phil. Hi, Phil. Phil from -1, -1 to +1, 6, +1. Black concrete. And then fill the center of that guy. There. That'll be less commands. I also need to keep in mind that I will have to hit reload twice because force load is asynchronous. Do you have an active RPG server? That's what we're working on. It's not done.
What we always are working on.
Always, and some no, that's not true. The last major project was COD Zombies, which wasn't an RPG.
You're right. You're right. I kind of like that server though.
That's because you like
Also,
COD Zombies a lot. I don't like COD Zombies that much.
you're the one that wanted to do it first.
I know, it's because the people that I work with really like it, but at the same time, I'm not like a huge fan of it, you know?
Eh.
In terms of from a programming perspective.
Oh, there's the
Because the majority of the work is just building something, right? There's not
maybe
really
that's why
much,
Treyarch's not that good
and
at
there's
it.
not much expansion that needs to be done. And if you do choose to add more on the coding side, it's like just add a new gun. That's all you do. And then the new gun you add is gonna just break the meta.
Well, look at the Tech 9 right now in Cold War. Nasty.
And nobody. Really? Oh, I guess yeah, that makes it a little bit. Yeah, that's why I don't use this side folder view is when I making a new file doesn't really work. And I make a lot of new files. It's the majority of what I'm doing. So this list. Okay, so then execute if t at s I equals intro, run, and then it will run this respawn system. And then the other respawns I'll add to this list. And I can have other logic inside death if I need to. Okay. So tag at s list. Okay, tag at s remove intro, tag at s remove user. So now it puts me inside here. Okay. And I can pop into adventure. Drop down here. Oh, the zombies are gone. I guess they despawned. I'll have to come up with a way to to fix that.
Okay, now he's giving him persistence.
Yeah, that's what I mean by fix. Wait, I always get this really confused. Because I think that persistence required 1B causes them not to despawn. I think that's what it does, but thinking about it verbosely makes no sense. Because persistence required, like it requires to like persist. Is that what that's supposed to mean? I guess.
Indeed, Mojang.
They should just make the name like despawn. Or not despawn, or something like that. Something that's a little bit
allowed to despawn.
allowed to despawn.
Allowed to despawn. True or no?
Okay. Okay, let me spawn a zombies. Just spawn a zombies. He's just spawn a zombies. Having something before, and I must have misunderstood. Sorry, you mentioned having something before. Yeah, I did have a previous. I had multiple different RPG servers that were different levels of how many people, how popular it was. But that was like 1.10, so it's been a long time since I've made like an RPG server. I might have been able to sneak out of there. Let me try that. Oh, wait. Let me kill myself first. Oh, I forgot something. So this would have actually been a mistake, and then I would have not been happy. Scoreboard players set at S death 0. Or really, I could do reset.
Alright, cool. Got the model. It
Kill me, please. Kill me, please.
murder.
He killed me, and I respawned in the right spot. That spawn point. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh. Then let me add into the story respawn. Oh, wait, no. It should just be here. Execute if score at us infection matches 1 or greater run function. RPG player effects infection slash death. Okay. I'm actually going to add this in here. I'm actually going to edit the death inf code, but not have the kill command. No. Oh, that sucks. Let me think about this. If something hits them and if their infection counter gets to 0, they die. If something hits them, their infection counter will go to 0 and they will die and it will spawn. But if something kills them other than those two factors, there is potential that they would not spawn the zombie. Okay, so I'll just reset the score. There we go. I'll just reset the score for now. I'll figure that out later. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to run away from that. Alright, so you get the infection, right? And then let me do spawn point at S0 or 0 4 3.5. Why doesn't it let me do that? 0 3 0. Okay, so this should be on. Should just be something. It just, you know. I'll just. Yeah, so you'll see kind of like a dark flash, and then it'll teleport you to the appropriate place. You might have some, you know, obviously some chunk rendering annoyances from your system. If you give them a tag, they won't despawn. They have tags, and they did despawn. But the persistence tag is what you need to give them so they don't despawn or something like that. Alright, yeah, so those bad boys are just going to be chilling there. So yeah, Benny, I think what I'm going to do to make people figure out how to, like, how they learn how to fix their infection is I'm going to teach them the hard way. I'm going to teach them the hard way. So
I like hard.
I'm not going to tell the players anything. But there is the settlement, right? And they will not be allowed in the settlement. And when they try to get in the settlement, the guard will tell them no infected people in, right? And then I can also...
discrimination.
Yeah, and then I can, at that point, when the guard says no infected people in, then I can give them a little prompt for what they... How to like what ingredients they need to gather or whatever. So if you're
the infection is so easy to cure, why is there even an infection?
Well, no, I mean, obviously, okay, so yeah, there is that caveat, right? That's a good question.
No, I can solve this. You can still save yourself if you are infected, but once you're fully turned, there's no way back.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, like when you die, when the infection gets a certain point, you become a zombie, so.
You go full Gur mode.
But everybody that dies also becomes a zombie regardless.
True.
It's just the infection is like the viral form that will just like instantly kill you over time, whereas dead people also become zombies. So it's like it's kind of like the difference of like having viruses that are actually like killing you, or just the viruses are hanging out. Like the virus is always hanging out, but then the medicine or antidote will make it so that they're not aggressively trying to kill you.
Mm.
But they also activate when you die. Like that's when they become aggressive and they take over. Or maybe it's a
Virus go
parasite.
Bert. Virus go Bert.
You ever
Virus go
see
grr.
you ever see those memes where it's like the dude, what's your syntax? I don't know what you mean. What's your syntax? You ever see those things where it's like the dude and it shows like aneurysm and it shows like the little vein like bursting in the dude's brain? You ever see
Yeah.
that? And the
Yeah,
sound,
yeah,
the
yeah.
exact sound effect they use, I just imagine that.
Virus go grr.
It's like, it's like I don't know, I don't even know what sound that is, like where that came from, like
Oh,
what is that sound? But I don't know,
it's
but
a curse sound effect. I should be streaming this on Twitch, I'll be honest with you, but that's work.
Twitch. I'm not a
Yeah,
fan
follow
of
me on
Twitch.
Twitch. Yeah, understandable, understandable.
Okay, so what is, I never talked about like what is the antidote? What are the ingredients? Where do you get the ingredients? That's what we have to figure out.
Penicillin.
Penicillin. Okay, well the problem is penicillin has a very complicated way to make it.
Penicillin. Put
Also,
mold. Put it
penicillin
in
is also
sunlight.
penicillin is antibacterial. I thought this was a virus.
Strong penicillin. I don't know, man. I gotta think.
Yeah, it's just you just use chemo and you die.
Well, chemo would work.
It'll kill everything, including you.
Understandable. Have a good day.
That real Chads. Use
Real chats use chemo.
It's just like a Easter egg. It's like an option. It's like one of the things that could cure it, but if you use it, you like there's like a 90% chance you die.
But it'd be funny.
But it does work.
It worked 100% of the time, 0% of the time.
No, it just works. It just has a low chance of you surviving, but it always works.
Well, yeah, okay. You use the chemo machine, right? Or whatever. You do chemo, and you don't turn into the zombie.
Well, it's not a key. What do you think chemo is? You think it's a
I have
machine?
no idea. I don't know what
You
it
think
is.
it's
I
a
think it's like
machine?
radiation.
It
don't
is.
know what it is.
It is radiation therapy, but it's not a machine. Like
I don't know what it
people
is.
that get chemo literally like you just sit at a clinic and they just have an IV. Like it's an actual thing.
I actually don't know how chemo works. I'll be honest with you.
It's an like chemo is an actual like it's like an actual like substance. It's like a liquid.
Oh, really?
I'm
I
pretty
actually
sure.
didn't know
I'm
that.
pretty sure. I don't know exactly. I'm just going off of my knowledge from watching Breaking Bad, but maybe that's like him after going through a machine.
I always, you know what it is?
But
I'm always
you've
getting
watched
chemo.
Breaking Bad, right?
Actually, no, I have not.
Oh wow, I've watched it twice.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not mainstream. I'm quirky like that.
That doesn't make you not mainstream. Get out of here. Well, in Breaking
Uh,
Bad, the main character obviously is Walter White, and he gets
Oh, yeah,
cancer, which is why he does the drug dealing stuff because he wants to get money so that his family will be fine without him. Uh, so
I sympathize with
so then well no, but there's also ulterior reasons why he does it. Like he's not just genuinely a good person. Like he's also pretty prideful. Like it's a very deep show. But anyways,
them.
regardless,
Deep.
when his family finds out he has cancer, they're like, oh, you need to go and like get treated or try chemo or whatever. So he goes through the chemo, and all the scenes of him doing chemo is him like at a place where other people are like, they're just sitting in chairs with an IV hooked up. So that's my understanding of what it is, but I don't know exactly.
I didn't
I
fight
figure
towards
the
Iraq.
I
had to
figure
fight
the
towards
show would be
chemo.
accurate, but at the same time, like they could be skipping over if there is some machine involved. Because I've also seen people portray it as a machine.
Yeah, I always thought of it like a machine, like like the what's it called, the ultrasound thing machines.
Well, there's MRI machines, but that's how
MRI,
they
the MRI machine.
that's the thing that they would put you in to see like how it's doing. Like that's how they do the diagnostics, like check up on you. I don't think that that's
True.
involved in the actual therapy.
I don't know. I always thought of Schemo as a big machine just shooting radiation into you. It's very, very precise radiation.
I don't think that's what it is though. Okay,
Oh, probably not. I hope not. That'd be stupid. But like, that's what I thought it was.
let me see.
Screw Minecraft. Let's look up chemo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I hate models.
Yeah, it's anti-cancer drugs. It's drugs.
Oh, dude, my favorite. Where's Vu when you need him?
What?
Remember, you know Vu's favorite catchphrase? He's saying drugs.
Drugs, yeah. It's
Eh.
just a various different types of drugs.
Have you even talked to Vu recently? It's been a
I
while.
haven't talked to Vu in at least 5 years.
Understandable.
Dude, are you cyber? You have to stop with the understandable.
Understandable.
You're becoming cyber, dude.
I started using understandable, have a good day a lot now. It's a catchphrase.
But yeah, you're becoming like cyber.
Cibrix.
Cibrix receiver. It
Where's
sounds
Halsman?
Paul's Minor. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
I do think it's funny though, because a lot of people do get that misunderstanding, and I think at one point I also thought that was the case. Of course, I watched
that.
Breaking Bad, so
I watched Breaking Bad, so I know deep.
I watched Breaking Bad, so I'm educated like that.
Yeah. You need a high IQ to watch Breaking Bad.
Very high IQ.
Super high.
How am I going to do the? Oh, I can break the window up here and put like a little guard lookout. There we go. Because I don't want to put the guards at the base level, because then the zombies are going to be like, hello. But I can put them up here in the window. Put them up here in the window. And then I can make these iron doors. And I'm going to put them here. And then I'm going to put these nuts.
Dude, Gotti.
Dude, obtained him.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Dude, the worst thing is the
Yeah, what?
hold on.
Use your words.
Oh, yeah, that's the trick to make the doors locked. I was thinking about the trick to make the doors locked. It's you just power them with redstone so that they're actually open, but they are in the closed state.
Wait, let's see.
Huh? No, I was just seeing how I did it over there. It's you just put redstone torches and then you just rotate the door so that when it's open, it looks like it actually closes off the area.
That's kind of whack.
You just go like this. I've done it a lot of times before on Xbox. Yeah, see how that's open, right? So then if I put it like this, that's closed.
It's kind of whack.
And now redstone won't activate it.
Remember when you tried making a zombie thing in Xbox?
I've done it. I did multiple versions of zombies on Xbox. I wish I had like a hard drive of it. That'd be cool.
I'm sorry for your Xbox.
No, I don't mind. It's just an Xbox.
Didn't you use spawn eggs?
Yeah, dude. I used spawn eggs and dispensers. It was before commands. I did redstone version.
Dude, that was nasty. Oh god.
No, that's awesome.
That's kind of nasty, bro.
It was though. It took me. I would stay up like 5 hours every like. I would go to my dad's place on the weekends and I would just stay up like 5 hours. Like up until like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. working on it.
Look at this dude.
And a big chunk of my time working on it was me just
refilling.
No, it was me placing redstone repeaters. Believe it or not.
Ew.
For the timing. Because redstone repeaters, you place a redstone repeater like. Okay, so I also forgot that I need to power them from the corners here, so then I can also put command blocks.
Stupid.
Okay, yeah, but like a good portion, a lot of the time that I spent on it was actually was placing repeaters, because repeaters are what I used for the timing, because each wave has to be how long, Benny? Like a good portion of time, right?
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I would use repeater timers for the waves. So if you weren't able to finish a wave in time, it would just start the next wave.
Dude, that's kind of nasty. Not
But
gonna
I
lie
would
to you.
make the timer get longer and longer the more waves you do. So it would count how many what wave you're on, and then make the timer longer so you have more time. And they would spawn more zombies. And every room you opened, there would be new spawn dispensers, which just means more zombies in the wave. So if you have 2 rooms open, you're gonna have like more zombies. Because it didn't pick between random dispensers, it would pick all. It would just shoot them out of all the dispensers at once.
Mhm.
So the more rooms you opened, the better weapons you got. And Pack-a-Punch was an enchanting table, and it would give you XP bottles to Pack-a-Punch. So you could Pack-a-Punch your bow.
Oh. Well,
What's
I'm
up,
like,
Ash Rose? No problem. I love the Math Data Pack myself. I use it too. Have you changed the IP of your server because I can't join? No, the server's shut down until this project is ready in beta mode. So once this is in beta, then the server's back.
almost done with the bullfrog.
Oh yeah, I worked more on the website, the web hosting API stuff,
Oh,
and I've
tell me
gotten
about it.
upload the picture, which is what I showed you.
Yeah, I saw that.
I also created a database that keeps track of the newest picture uploaded. So it has
Okay.
basically a list of the newest. So you can get the feed. So if you want to display a feed, it can grab the newest upload posts with links to those posts. But the
Okay.
problem I've run into is I need to get another addition. So I'm using Firebase Authenticate, Firebase Storage, Firebase Database.
Firebase Z?
Now I need Firebase Functions, which is a paid feature. So I need to switch to the paid version if I want to use it. Because
That's how they get
here's
you.
the thing. Here's the thing. The database that saves the newest uploaded picture, we're using JavaScript. It's front end code. It's, I guess, back end code, right? It's on the user client, right? So when the user uploads a picture, it checks, well, not a picture, it wouldn't be a picture in our case, but when a user uploads something, it checks to make sure that that the place you're saving the picture to in the database is owned by that user, right? But if you're trying to have a list of the newest posts, then you need it to be basically like you don't care what user it is, anybody can add to that list, right? When they make a post, you
Yeah.
add to the list, okay? The problem
Yeah.
is then there needs to be anybody can add to that list. It needs to be open perms, which I can't have. So I need to have a Firebase function that copies uploads when somebody uploads to that list on the server end, not client end. That way clients don't have permission to write to the list, because if they had permission to write to the list, they could theoretically like write links to their own websites or whatever they want, as long as they know how to handle the JavaScript.
True.
Basically,
Sorry,
I need it for security reasons, because I don't want to allow people to just edit lists that will then be used by every user to look at all of the newest posts, because then they would be able to basically edit what everybody sees on the newest posts.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
It makes sense. I like it.
So it's a security reason.
I
I
like
also,
security flaws.
but I've figured out how to do likes as well. Likes is gonna be really complicated though,
Okay.
because you have to remember, like, what posts have I liked before?
We have to have a database to save all the
Yep,
likes.
you have to have on the posts. You need a database that remembers all of the user IDs for who liked it. So then you can go back and verify whether the person that is trying to like something or going to view a picture is already in the list of people who have liked it.
Dude, this bullfrog kind of looked kind of nice though.
Yeah, PP Bison.
Yeah. Yeah, the PP bison. I wonder why it's called a bullfrog.
Okay, so then let's do. I don't know, because it can.
Mm.
X equals 67, Y equals 50, Z equals 350. Oh, I need to go in this one. 349, dx equals 0, dy equals 2, 1 DZ equals 4. Okay. I don't know if I want to. Okay, I kind of do though, for organization purposes.
Organization is good.
Where do I need to put this under though? Would it be under story? I don't think so. I'll include it under story. I'll have a folder for. No, it would be. I need a folder for bases. So let's just do base, and then let's call this town hall. There. RPG base base slash town hall slash enter. Well, actually, let's close all this. Yeah, it's no underscores. Just town hall slash enter. There you go. Yeah. Dude spitting facts. This dude just like hi 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 hi. Yeah, don't spam the chat.
Whack.
Whack.
Whackaroony, bros. Whackaroony.
Whackaroony. Alright, so now we teleport them to here, but I can just go.
Alright, you want to see the PP?
Okay.
Hey, where the hell's my... There it is.
One, two, three. Will be 3.
Discord. There you are.
There you go. So now that just lets you in real easy.
The PP basin. Looking kind of nice.
Did you post it?
Post it in your DMs.
Okay,
No, I
give me a
gotta
second.
color it.
Ooh, the hardest part. But don't you have somebody that you could send that to?
True, but I still gotta color it, and then I'll send them, and then they will do it.
And then they will cry.
And then they will be like, okay.
This is bad. Oh, I really like that. That's cool.
Yeah, no, right?
I like how it's like kind of stumpy. It looks kind of stumpy, you know? Nice
Kind
and
of thick,
yeah, kind of thick.
like you.
Ooh. Very nice. Okay.
Little does everyone know, Cloud's kind of thick.
A little bit.
He's on the thicker side.
Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. There we go. So now you can enter and you can. Oh, I did that wrong. Maybe I typed reload too soon. Oh, it has to be execute as.
What the hell?
What's up, Black Pearl? There we go. What the heck? What the heck?
Heck, a Rooney.
Let me do say exit. Say enter. Let's see what it does. There we go. That's behaving properly. Play sound door.close. Yeah, I mean those kind of like little things I'll probably add like later. I could actually add those now, I guess. Sound block dot door dot.
God damn it, bro. I hate models.
What'd you do?
Dude, models are stupid. No one should ever make models in
What'd
their
you
lifetime.
do?
Dude, models are not. I have to flip the model, right? There we go.
Okay, so then when you exit, I will do that sound. And let me just change. I'm just gonna go in here and change it to as.
Ba-la-la-la.
There we go. Cool. And I made it only play for the person so it doesn't bother people by somebody entering and exiting really quickly. There's also a bunch of zombies in here, which I will have to fix the way that spawn. I have to add spawn rules, but that's gonna be annoying. So I'm not gonna do that right now. I need to add spawn rules so if it tries to spawn something in a place where I don't want things to spawn, then it doesn't allow it. Basically, I need a sphere of safety where nothing is allowed to spawn in this radius. Which will be easy, but also it will be easy, but I don't like doing those kind of things because they are very consequential. It is a commitment, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's something you don't like. You don't like commitment.
You're right.
You committing to things? Nasty.
Hi, Robert. Robert? I said Robert like his name is Roberto. Nice.
Roberto. Get it right.
Okay, so then the guards can be up here. Very nice, very nice.
Taco, taco. Taco, taco.
What's up?
Taco, taco.
Taco Tuesday.
No, you don't get the joke. It's South Park.
Dog, it's Tuesday.
Bro. No, it's not. It's Wednesday.
I know.
It's Wednesday, my dude.
It's Saturday. It's Sunday.
No. It's Wednesday.
No, it's Monday.
Alright, I'm gonna make a copy of this in case I delete it by accident.
Alright, so here's the base. Now I have to add the logic for if you're infected. It doesn't let you. I can add some cool sound effects. Okay, so
Alright, save as.
it's not supposed to let you into here unless you're not infected.
256 folder. Bull.
RPG base town hall / infected. I mean, that is one way to do it, Hilmar, but that is a very Placing a block of wool at y equals 0 for every block I don't want them to spawn in the y range is very tedious. I'm actually just going to be doing a marker system. So basically, I place a marker. The marker is force loaded. There are tons of these markers that are spread out, and when something spawns, it goes to the nearest marker. The annoyance there is it's a little bit uncertain which marker you'll use because there is a radius, but you're kind of like looking at, it's more of like a triangular area. It's really hard to determine what one it will actually latch onto. It's very abstract, but it's very simple in the sense of just go to the nearest one, and if the nearest one says don't spawn there, then it won't spawn. So essentially I would put one of those markers at the center of the town hall, and then everything in the entire world, it would never spawn anything unless I place another one of those markers somewhere else, which is not close to the town hall. So if I put another one of those markers right here, then anything that is closer to that one than the town hall one would spawn. So those.
All right, man. I gotta go.
Oh.
Talk to you later.
Oh, okay. See you, Benny.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that logic is a little bit ambiguous and confusing, but at the same time, it would be better in terms of on my end. I mean, I don't have to place blocks, which is nice. It's less stuff to place, but it also means more uncertainty of what the different pools are if you're far away. For example, let's take that logic, right? Let's say there's a marker that is at the town hall that says don't spawn. There is a marker at the gas station that says do spawn. Now, when I get really far away, then just, a tiny edge to the right and nothing will spawn. A tiny edge to the left and things will spawn. So it becomes really weird with like the whole like triangulation effect because you're instead going to them instead of them going to you, right? Instead of the marker actually dictating the area, it's more of the presence of the other markers that dictate the area. So if I put a marker at the town hall that says don't spawn, and then I put another marker that says do spawn somewhere very close, then they're going to overlap in a weird way where it could spawn like here in the town hall because they overlapped in that kind of way. So it becomes more dictated on where the other ones are as opposed to how big the area of influence is, rather than the actual placement being the area of influence. But I like my method better just because it's easier and more flexible, like for users to adjust. And I can adjust different loot tables, spawn tables on these markers, as opposed to just binary what it is. I can give the marker scores that it looks at to determine different biases towards different spawn types. Which is pretty nice. Big fancy word for it's more common to see tougher enemies over here. Okay. So then if you're infected and you go to the town hall, then yeah, I mean, you could use different colors of wool to affect what kind of spawn chances you want, but that would really suck because then you're limited to however many colors of wool there are in the game, and also you're, taking up more blocks you have to place, which is, I mean, now you're placing thousands upon millions of blocks by hand, right? Because look how big this area is. You'd have to fill ginormous chunks of areas by hand. And then if you want to make a change to it, God forbid you want to make a slight change because it's too high of a chance in one area than another, then you got to change all those blocks or whatever. It's less flexible. Okay. So then execute Telra add s, and then I'll give it a little text. Guard color I'll just do aqua for now. Who cares about the color? Okay, so now if you have an infection. Oh, why would I do that? Oh, thank God I made it so it doesn't. Oh my God! I'm sorry if that killed your ears. Oh, and then we can also turn their head up. 30 degrees up. Or no. Facing here. 67, 53, 351. There you go. So then it makes you look up at the guard that's talking to you, which makes sense. You look kind of sick, sorry, but we can't take any chances letting the infected in. And I don't know where I could display this. I mean, the chat is fine, I guess, but it might get scrolled up by other people chatting. I wish there was like another place where you could display text. Like obviously there's action bar, but the action bar is something I use for the game, and I could do action bar. It would temporarily change the color of the hearts though. I could. I don't know. For now it'll be Telro. Just for the ease. And then if you have an intro tag, the guard will say one more thing extra. And that he will prompt you on how to get some vaccines. I think the way I'm going to code this is there needs to be a pharmaceutical building or a hospital of some kind. And it should be obvious. Or maybe the church. What's this book? Gary's Grocery. Oh, this is perfect, dude. Literally a hospital right here. Well, let's clear some of these plants. Perfect. It's right next to it. Dude, I'm just the luckiest person ever. Yeah, I just wanted to make it like a different color. Okay, so now they want you to go to the hospital for supplies. So, yep. Old Vale Hospital. Do not enter without visitor's clearance. I'm just gonna set my infection to 0 for now, because that's a thing. Alright, so then, yeah, then we can basically, inside here, we can have our hints to how to heal yourself. So, yeah, we can play around with this. Break room, basement access, employees only. Oh, I like that. I like that. There are just way too many zombies, though. Oh my Jeebus. Jeebus Christi. Of course I like toast. What do you mean? Who doesn't like toast? Okay, so I think right in the entrance, I want to make it very obvious. I'm going to have something that tells you how to make a vaccine and what you need. What's my favorite topping for toast? Just butter, dude. You can't go wrong with butter. It's butter. You don't have toast without butter. You ever have toast without butter? Me. Wow, that zombie has a sword. That's scary. He can fall down the elevator shaft. Alright, guys. I'm gonna need a second here to go get some water. PvPS, are you using a texture pack? Oh, let me close the code view and say something if I'm not using the code view. Also, I could close the Discord window capture too. I didn't even know that was up. That might have been annoying. Let me know, guys. Sometimes my Discord does weird things. I mean, my OBS does weird things. Okay, so you ask if I used a texture pack. Of course, literally everything I do we use a texture pack, but it's not very apparent yet because one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're working on a large project is they work on details in texture first. So they'll be like, okay, I want to make the UI look a certain way. I want to do this and that. And what they end up doing is they add a bunch of embellishment that makes their code harder to fix or change later when they don't have the core mechanics set up. When will this come out? I don't know. I mean, it'll come out sooner the more I do this. The longer I'm here, the sooner. My OBS stream has the slightest bit of the screen cut out because I play Minecraft on my computer in windowed full screen mode, which is not the full resolution. So, because I also access files. So you get the black bars like it's a cinematic movie. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a chest, so it'll be very obvious. Oh, sorry. Hold up. I got an email. Let me answer that. Okay. Yeah, using full screen would be kind of awkward. Oh, I have a thing that gets rid of chests. I have a block of code that is constantly getting rid of certain types of blocks that were in this build. What? How do I want to do this? Because there's so many signs everywhere. The signs are not going to stand out to a user. Like, look how many signs there are. There's signs everywhere. So a sign isn't going to stand out. I need something like a texture. Or a banner. Or both. You know what I can do? I'll use... Yeah. I'll do that. I'm going to do a plus symbol banner, and they have to follow it to... Yeah, let's do that. Nope, that did not give me the code. That is not the right thing. Oh, instead of 15, I'll go with 2. 3. What color is red? Is it 4? It's the one I skipped? No. Is it 6? No. Is it 7? No. This is so dumb. I think it's 14. Okay, yeah. All right. At least I got it eventually. Oh, yeah, I could do a different type of sign. I could use a different color. You're right. I just wanted to give a little more flair. You know what I could do? I could make an NPC. Oh, let's add an NPC that hangs out in the hospital. But that means I have to clear the bottom floor. That's fine. I love that idea. It's like a NPC that helps people, but they stay outside because I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's add an NPC and they're like they tell you how to make the vaccine and that you have to go to the lower levels into the basement and stuff. You have to go into the basement to get the vaccine ingredients, or some of the ingredients are in the basement, and they don't go down there. You just ended the entire zombie apocalypse. Yeah, one command. And then this NPC can sell stuff too, but obviously the new players won't have currency. But this NPC could sell stuff too, which would be kind of cool. I like that idea. Okay. We can work with that. Let's get some wooden planks going so that we can like board up the walls and stuff. But they're gonna be like behind the table. Next video, Cloud gets sued by the International Red Cross. I'm stealing their sign, guys. Stealing their symbols, their iconography, if you like fancy words. What am I gonna do to, like, block them off? So obviously this needs to go. And I'm actually going to renovate this, so kind of like a bedroom or something. It's kind of like this is where they live, you know? I don't know how they get food. I mean, you tell me, man. It could sell butter, then you can craft into buttered toast. Why? Why is that necessary? Nobody asked for that. I mean, besides you. Okay. Also, guard, go make the vaccine yourself. Well, that's the thing, Centropic. This is an MMORPG, and I've already factored into the fact that it is an MMORPG. So no, you are not the savior. You are not gonna save the world. Don't get any illusions of grandeur. You are not a savior. There are other players here, ideally, unless nobody plays my server. Wish that would make me sad, but there are probably other players, so you are not the savior. So they don't really care much about you. It is semi-open world. Obviously, it's not infinite world like Minecraft, but it is open world, like you can go anywhere you want, except for places that are obviously blocked off. Yeah, how am I gonna handle this? Because I don't, obviously there's gonna be this upper area, and I don't think that they have the entire upper area clear. Not that I care much. I could block off the upper area if I wanted to, but that would mean like a big chunk of this area is just unplayable. I meant the resources for making the vaccine or the salvage. They're not, though. That's the thing. Like, the vaccine doesn't, you know, resurrect people. The zombies are zombies, dude. Like, the zombies are zombies. The vaccine just prevents you from getting, from the infection from, like, actually killing you. That's all it does. The vaccine's a very minor thing. Like, it's very common. A lot of people will have a lot of them. They just don't want to give you I mean, even the town hall probably has a few vaccines, but they're not going to just give them out to any random stranger. You got to pay for it. Is there a school? There's always a school. Yeah, there. I mean, obviously there is somewhere. Yeah, there. I mean, I am designing this world in a certain way so that there is lore in a certain way. You know, it's like, you know, it's not. There are certain. There are rules and logic. I don't know if I want to make this accessible. I mean, obviously you can get into this back area, but I don't know. Eh. Also, pay no mind to these random textures in here. They're not really good. Alright, so I'm gonna, like, kind of block this off. So I mean, it could get pretty rowdy in here, but I'm also gonna put some lights so things are very not likely to spawn, but they could be attracted into this area. There's always an option. Let's put the door there, and let's put a stair. Let's put some stairs. Okay. Let's go with a lantern. And... okay. And we'll have some stairs here. Lantern, time set 1400. Let's go with a little table back here. Okay, and we'll put a lantern on the table. And we'll put a little potted plant on the table. You know, just to really make it look like a table. And then a pressure plate on the table. There we go. I'm just trying to also, I set the time to night so I could make sure that zombies don't spawn in these areas. Because I don't want zombies to spawn back here. There should be a butter attachment, which allows... no. Just no. Butter's not that great. Butter ain't that swell. Alright, so there'll be an NPC here. And I have not worked out the NPC system. So basically the NPC is going to tell you, hey, okay, and then you're going to be like, okay, cool. So that means that I got to go kill myself in the basement here. Do you plan on having more cons of getting fall damage? Like getting slowness if you fall from too high? Possibly. I'm only going to do cons that make sense in a command aspect. Butter clogs your gun. Yeah, you get butter and it clogs your gun, and then it just doesn't work. That'd be funny though. It's like you actually thought butter would do something to your gun. Nope. It's on you, bro. All right, let's add a flickering light. We all love these things. Oh wait, no. Can't. I could add them in the floor. Well, no, because the logic is there is no power to a lot of these. There is no power, so... I would like for some kind of a light source for players, but eh. You know what I'll do? I mean, it's gonna be inefficient as hell. It's gonna suck big time. But I think I need it for ambiance and cool factor, and I'm gonna make an item that's a lantern, right? So you just have like it's literally just this. Thank you for clicking save toolbars and lagging. Okay. I have an item. I'll make an item that's a lantern, but when you hold it, it's like a 3D model, and it uses a light block. Yeah, I'll make it use a light block, and it'll be like a lantern, and you can walk around with a lantern. Obviously, I'm not gonna do a flashlight. That's way too much. But a lantern would be kind of cool with a light block. But it is very inefficient. What is a light block? Okay, give P light block. I guess I didn't cover it. It's basically because a lot of other people did, but it's basically a block that emits light. And I think you can right click on it to turn it on and off. Well, you can right click it to change the power. So by default it's 15, but there it's at 0. And you also can't grab it or interact with it. But it does emit light. And also, I really hate pressure plates, if you couldn't tell. I've been breaking them all the time, so I'm just going to have the door already open. Like that. Not a very big fan of pressure plates. Big pressure plate hater out here. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Unless they're activating, like, oh my god, I can't stand to hear those guys activating those pressure plates. Because pressure plates are A, a little bit laggier than just not having a pressure plate. B, cause noises when entities walk over them, which is a little bit annoying. Like, you hear them stepping on those pressure plates, do you not? C, they can be annoying depending on where the door is placed. It can be harder to enter because doors are not an entire block. So like one side the pressure plate is easy to access, the other side it's not. And that's pretty much all of my reasons, but mainly for the noise when other entities are just stepping on them. Okay. One thing I do want to do is what do I want to do? What are you going to get from the basement? That's a real question. There really isn't much in the basement. That's the sad thing. There's a second basement that's like in the adjunct facility. Is it the what is that? Like what is that? Like how do I get there? I have to go like up here and then go through here? Like what is this building? Oh, this is a grocery store. Oh, this is a grocery store. Okay. Oh my god. Hi guys. Make a black market in the basement? No. That wouldn't be cool. Oh, is this like a freezer? Oh, this is like a freezer. Or like a... I don't know, dude. But I'm just going through again. Like, pressure plates are a little bit annoying. I mean, if it's a door, it's a door. But if it's a pressure plate, it's like, it's a pressure plate, okay? Like, we could just have these doors open, you know? If we intend to allow people to come through at any time anyways. There are just so many over here. Jeebus. I might want to have some ingredient in this area as well. Yeah, like, that's just not necessary. Just, like, either people right-click on the door, or it's either open or it's closed. Black market in the sewers. Why would you put a black market in the sewers? That sounds disgusting. Nobody would want to go there. Okay, so they're going to tell you, like, you need something from the basement. So then you go down to the basement and you get that thing. But I have to design a quest item-based system where you get, like, items and then you, like, return them to a location and it needs to be dynamic. So that's, like, that's going to be for another time. But yeah, so there'll be, like, something in this room. Maybe in here, maybe over here. And then I'll also put something in the grocery store. Then there'll be something in the grocery store somewhere over here. Oh my goodness, this would suck. And then once you have those two, it'll be very simple. You just need those two, and then you come back to this person and they give you the syringe. Now, you have to keep in mind that the other factor of this is you have 600 ticks, which is actually only 300. Which is 2 minutes and 50 seconds after I calculated it. So you have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to get from, to get all of the, to get to them, accept the quest, get the items, and get back to them. But it's okay, because you can die, but you'll lose everything. Or you'll lose some items. But you can die and then come back and then start again. But you have to go from over there all the way over there, so you'll probably die a few times. Random idea, explosive barrels you shoot to explode that spawn randomly, or is already a thing? No, obviously there's no explosive barrels, but I could include those. That might add some dynamic aspects to the game, but seeing one spawn will be really weird. It'd be like, what? Hello? I just literally watched a barrel come out of nowhere? Or like, why is there a barrel there when there wasn't one there before? So there are some rules to that, but I don't know, it's an idea. It might be cool to shoot. Might be cool for people to shoot. Anyway, so you spawn up here. You literally have to run while infected all the way down the staircase. Come out here. I'm actually going to put a little arrow so that they know, like, it's that way. Don't keep... Actually, I'm going to make it harder than you would think to get down into the underground here. So you actually have to crouch to get into the underground. That way, like, that way people don't go there naturally. So then you exit out here. And I'm going to get rid of some of these leaves so it's a little bit easier to navigate. So then you come out here, and again, I'm going to get rid of some of these leaves so it's easier to navigate. And I'm going to break open this fence just so it's, again, easier to navigate for noobs. Just trying to make everything more noob-friendly. Alright, so then from here, you basically have to figure out where to go on your own, which is a little bit annoying, a little bit weird. So I might want to also give them a map that leads them to the town hall. So then they would follow this map to the town hall. They could end up going over here first, which is fine because this isn't scripted. This is just gives you a little hint. But you go here, and if you're infected... If you go here and you're infected, he tells you go to the hospital behind you. And that's all he says. So then once you go to the hospital behind you, then you go here. And then this is where the scripted thing comes in the sense where you get a quest. So basically, I also want to make them spawn with a map that leads them to the town hall that shows them, like, or maybe just a map of the area that has, like, just the town hall marked or something. And then I also want to make sure that I have a quest system that is actually understandable. I could also put street signs. Street signs also work. I might go with that. It's not a bad idea. Town hall arrow this way. And it would make sense that they would want people to know how to get to the town hall. So let's put some street signs. Let's do that instead. But then the other question is, like, how do you do quests? Like, how am I going to do the quest? Which is going to be a little bit complicated. Also, I don't like how many leaves there are. There's just, like, too many leaves. I think I need to do some deforesting at some point here. Like, at least around where the signs are. These could have other stuff. And then I'm also going to put a lantern on top of them, just so, like, when it's night, you can obviously see these things. Oh, I got some kind of a ping, I think. Okay. Will ranged zombies or different types? Yeah, they will be a thing, but not in this area. This is kind of like your safe zone. This is your... This is the zone where it's just regular zombies. There will be tons of different types of zombies in different areas. As many as I feel that I can actually add. As much variation as possible. But obviously you're limited by the game, so... It's only so many entities. Here we go. So then you have to kind of make this kind of run down here. Will you be able to get mounts or pets or something of a companion? I haven't really thought that far ahead of it. Probably you will be able to get pets in a way, but it can't be, like, really crazy because this isn't fantasy. So, like, a pet dog possibly, but maybe even a pet cat. But it really can't be too crazy because this isn't fantasy. So, like, you can't have, like, maybe horses as well. Also, horses would make sense. But you can't have, like, a pet tarantula. I mean, a pet, like something really weird. You won't have pet dragon. Alright, so this is the town hall. Most people are going to spawn here. They'll be spawning minus the zombies, like in this area. But that's like after you've already beaten the intro. Which is going to be a little bit... I think it's going to be a little challenging, but it needs to be challenging. So, anyways, oh wow. Pressure plates, I found them, boys. There you go. There's really no need for them to be there. They don't really look that aesthetically pleasing either. Oh, witches. Hello. that's be only one data pack? Well, yeah, everything is gonna be just one data pack. Everything. Multiple namespaces for organization purposes. Okay, so that kind of points you to Town Hall, and I'd assume that you can probably, you know, make it there if you keep walking straight. Or you see the ginormous regal-looking building. What about cars? A pet car. Cars would be probably too OP and also too difficult to make not laggy. I mean, I could possibly, maybe I'd add motorcycles, but they're actually just horses with different 3D models. I could do that. Or pigs with a different 3D model. But I would even go as far as to put a command that deletes 3D that deletes pressure plates, but I don't want any areas to be inaccessible because the command deleted the pressure plate. Like if I break a pressure plate that goes to a door, I want it to be replaced with the door being open. Because I want more accessibility over anything. Anyways, so that's everything. I'm still kind of I don't know how I'm going to do the quest system. That at least solves the problem of getting people to here. I mean, the person can just tell you what you need, but I also want to add like a way for you to remember what you need, and also like have tags on items, make people lose items when they die, and make people not lose quest items when they die. Make people get quest items, make people not be able to get multiple duplicates of quest items, all those kind of like, there's a lot of like nuances. I also think like having a book that tells you your quests would be cool, but I also want that to be pretty much auto-generated. How far have you come on this project? I have come far, but not far enough. Like, we are talking... I have a lot implemented. I even have all the guns implemented, like all of the guns implemented with all of this. There's like 30 or 40 different adjustable stats on guns. I have a bunch of stuff implemented. My data pack right now, how many functions there are? There are only 49. Well, I guess let me include the guns. Well, the guns have 63. But still, like, I mean, there's a lot there, but there's still a lot to go. I have to get the whole quest system, but I'm working, like, on just the intro quest, and then once I have that done, then it's almost at a point where it's kind of playable. What if you put quests and achievements? The problem with quests and achievements is achievements are actual files, which makes it hard to add new quests. I want to make the quest thing ridiculously dynamic if possible. I always try and make code as dynamic as possible without costing much, with costing the least efficiency problems as possible. So I try and strike a balance between efficiency and dynamic, or dynamism. Dynamism? In the sense of, if possible, I would love for you to be able to add a quest without doing any functions. If it's a quest of certain types that are easy to understand, like fetch quests. Right? I would like to be able to add a fetch quest without you typing any functions. You can do it in-game. So that means that even moderators who don't have access to the core files on the server can create a new quest without them having to access the files. But if that's not possible, to do that in a way that is efficient or worth it, then I will settle for the next best. So I kind of, I have kind of like different levels. So like I have the highest expectation would be the most dynamic system, but then I kind of dial it back depending on what seems more worth it in the efficiency context. For example, like it'd be cool if you had a map that told you where that you could, when you spawned in, you have a map that shows you to the shows you where the town hall is. But putting street signs is probably better in the long run because it's literally just placing a few blocks instead of needing any code relating to a map. So it's better just to do blocks. And having a dynamic quest system is a little hard, but it's basically just as hard as anything else I've ever done. So okay, yeah. So today we added the initial spawn, the intro spawn system. So if I go into adventure mode and I kill myself, this is where, oh, this is where you start. Also, the zombies despawned again. I don't know why. I gave them persistence required. Maybe it's persistence required 0? Oh, no, I did kill ID type equals zombie. That's why. It's stupid. It's because I did kill ID type equals zombie. I need to have like a function that I run that kills all, that gets rid of all mobs that aren't the special kind. Let me spawn these guys back. Alright, so we added the intro spawn, which actually makes sure that only a certain amount of people are spawned at the right place. So for example, I'm here, right? I'm right here. It will not spawn another player inside the cage with me if a new player joins the server or somebody respawns that's on the intro. They will spawn in that cage. And if there's someone in that cage, they'll spawn in that cage. And if someone's in that cage, they'll spawn in that cage, and so on and so on. Okay? Then if I click this, then I fall down, and I'm immediately either hit by him or given the infection. So now you can see my health bar, my hearts are green. Now, I'm actually going to play out this intro for you guys. I'll play out everything we have so far. So I'm going to speed my way down here, and kind of by design, I didn't want infection to... Oh, there you go. Oh, now I'm getting infected. I didn't want infection to be negative towards the player in any ways, because I find that, like, let's say I made infection, like, the effects would always have to get worse with time, right? So if I make infection, like, slow you down, well, then you're getting more slowness with time, right? And that sucks, because the closer you get to dying, the harder it is to save yourself from dying, right? That's a little annoying. I also don't like things that slow you down. I could give them hunger. That's one other option I might add. I'll give them, like, hunger. That's something I'm probably going to do on top of the visual, but I like how this basically just gives you a visual impairment. Alright, so I go up to the town hall, but I'm infected. So he tells me, you look kind of sick. Sorry, but we can't take any chances letting the infected in. Try scouting out the hospital behind you for supplies. Okay, so now it tells me try... Oh, there's a hospital right here. Universal Red Cross. I get sued by Red Cross. Then I come in here, and this person's going to tell me that I have to get certain items. I might die. The person's going to tell me I have to get certain items. One of the items is down here. So I come in this room and I grab the item, but I haven't coded the items or the quest system yet. That's what I got to do next. And you'll notice my screen gets greener and greener with time, but it's very hard to notice because you get used to how much green it is as it goes. So the other quest item is going to be in here. So then I just... let's pretend I got the quest item. Okay. And I'm also going to make the heartbeat beat faster over time as well. So I get the quest item, and then I come back through here, and then I trade them the quest item, and then I'm cured. So then I get cured. So then I can come back around here, as long as I don't get hit by a zombie in the meantime, and I can enter. But there shouldn't be zombies in here. Other thing that I didn't show, this is a briefcase, so it's random loot that spawns, and you can hold sneak to open. There'll be a couple different types as well. But then they drop you some loot items like rusty keys, maps, loot crates. The maps and loot crate system does work, but I don't have any maps and loot crates placed. Oh, I'm infected, so yeah, it told me that. Okay. But then if you're in adventure mode, you can always turn these rusty keys into scrap metal if you don't want them. They don't really do anything. Other side thing is infection rate. If you get hit by a zombie is 100%, but if you wear armor, the infection rate is lower. Like, they have a lower chance to infect you. And another thing I need to do is, so the things I need to add are a quest system and a spawn regulation system so that no zombies will spawn inside the town hall. So, that's kind of a conclusion because I'm getting off here, guys. It's been 2.5 hours. But thanks for showing up, and for any of you that were here the whole time. Also, notice how I have the cape. I think it's kind of dumb that they decided to allow everybody who plays the game have a cape. Like, what? But I guess they're here now, so... Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.